Alright, so you can see here the truck pulling out next to me is the snow is cutting, the tires are cutting through the snow. Those tires are probably, that's probably a good 6-inch sidewall, maybe 6 or 7 inch sidewall to those tires. And that's about what the weather forecast was for. And so this parking lot was solid ice and snow, but if you got a little run at it, you could get out. And in this next clip, you'll see the guy on my right pulls out, but he stops before his trailer comes up onto the pavement from the dirt, and the little lip of the pavement holds him in place, and he can't get traction. That would be right about here. I'm doing my walk around, inspecting, making sure there's no drama, make sure nobody pulled my fifth wheel pin. Not a common problem, but it does happen. And then right there you can see the guy loses traction. And he'll actually get out and do the right thing, which is he gets out to look. But what he should understand is there's a yellow light on his dashboard that says his tires are spinning. And so, but he does the right thing. He does get out and look to make sure there's nothing hanging him up, whereas some drivers just hammer down until they break something. Yeah, you got to plan a little bit when you are in this kind of a situation. Like when I left this yard, on the other side of the fuel island, there's a significant rise to the road because that's the overpass to the on-ramp to the freeway. And there was no way, if I stopped, there's no way I would get started again. I would have to slid backwards all the way down back into the fuel area, and that's where all the cars were on the car fuel island side, and that's where you get a lot of drama. So I basically blew through that stop sign because there was no option not to, and luckily there was nobody coming, so we got on the freeway, and that's where the clip will pick up here in a minute. A little snowdrift action this morning. That's kind of cool. Oh sure, drive the semi in the snow. It'll be fun, they said. Already walked around just to make sure everything is copacetic back here. Clean my taillights so people can see when I'm stopping. People like that, you know. Alright, we broke the axles loose in the back, the brakes. Alright. It was a long, steep grade, so we're just going to crawl down to 25 miles an hour. Then all of a sudden, it's air paint. I have a feeling it's going to be this way for about 18 more feet. So you get to the bridge. But I think from here to Idaho, I think it's going to improve. Alright, so this last mountain pass before we drop down into Butte, pretty nice and clear actually, and this is what I saw going west, is everything's getting better as we go. Except for Snoqualmie. I'm getting reports that there's a whole bunch of snow happening over there today, so I have a feeling we'll get all the way there and then we'll assess what's actually happening. See if miles stayed ahead of it. It was just a little snow or a lot. But I think we're out of the thick of it. I saw that they were chained up or taking their chains off coming down this pass. So I'm thinking, why did you have your chains on if it's wet going up this side of it? Why did you put them on to go up the other side? So I don't know what's on the other side of this pass. We'll find out in a minute. Well, here's the answer to that question. Here's the backside. Yeah, it's pretty manageable. I've got bare pavement on one of my driver's side, so we're not going to slide off just yet. 17 degrees. Oh, 18. See, the only difficulty with this is, yeah, I can do 35, 40 down this hill. The problem is, can I stop if they were stopped around that corner? That's the question I always ask myself. No, they're not stopped, so hammer down. Oopsie. I'll tell you, Eastern Washington is really beautiful over here. Those mountains up there, they look amazing. They look like ice cream. We're in George. We're going to drop down across the river here in about 5 minutes. That's pretty incredible. I'm going to grab some video from the dash cam and the mirror cams for that and sew that in